At the T-minus 3-minute mark, tape recorders on board the spacecraft were turned on. These recorders record both voice and data. We have ignition decommissioned. The engine's now building up to 7.7 million pounds of thrust. We have a launch commit and we have a liftoff. Moving back. The Saturn V lifting off the power.
And we're back. This is WOMM LP operating out of Burlington, Vermont. It's 105.9 The Radiator, the Rocket Shop. And with me now is Nona. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, let's kick it off with this song. You guys all sound very, very ready to get playing.
We're going. Writing bad songs in the hot sun. It's all I know how to do. A winter, nothing. Getting older, but not older with you. Not so hard if you wanna go home. Lost so many friends, but now it's just all I know. You know you don't know how to be alone. I'm losing track of all the seeds that I've sowed. Back from a late night at work, to pride apart camera lens, remembering the way my friends looked at me next to broken glass, wanting something back. It's not so hard if you wanna go home. Lost so many friends, but now it's just all I know. You know you don't know how to be alone. I'm losing track of all the seeds that I sowed.
Why, Nona there, coming out the gates quickly. What was the name of that song? Sorry, I didn't ask before we started.
That song's called Camera Lens. It's on our first EP that we released about a year and a half ago or so.
Yeah, and I saw that you guys have been pretty busy. You had an EP released, as you said, about a year and a half ago, and then you came out with a full-on album less than a year ago. A lot happening for you guys in the past year and a half. Give us a bit of background about the band and when you made the decision to get back into the recording studio so quickly after the first record came back.
Yeah, Raj, the drummer back here, and I started the band about 2 years ago-ish, maybe a little bit less. We recorded an EP pretty quick. We tend to write pretty quick. We're pretty collaborative when we both write together. So we wrote the EP fairly quickly. And then, we played a bunch of shows over the summer and fall, and then decided I had a lot more material. I was writing anyway, so why not just go back in? We record everything at Raj's home studio. He's the producer, engineer, mixer, master. We do it there. Pretty quick turnaround process.
And I do apologize, actually. We didn't do any introductions. So would you like to just quickly go around and say who you are?
Yeah, my name is Sam, and I sing and play guitar.
My name is Lucas. I play bass.
I'm Matt, and I play guitar.
I'm Raj. I play drums.
And is the master, apparently.
He's the master.
The master.
And a big warm welcome back to Lucas, who used to be the host of our Rocket Shop North.
Yes.
So I feel immediately judged right now.
He's a pretty judgy guy.
You always seem that way. As again, like Miku Daza just came on before you, what with having a home recording studio or the ability to record in a more relaxing environment, how does that affect your writing, and how does that affect your output really?
It's great. Yeah, I mean, we can pretty much write whenever we want together at Raj's studio. I typically start to write the songs alone and then kind of bring my ideas to the band, to Lucas and Raj. Matt's a little bit newer, but he's been collaborating on some newer stuff as well. So yeah, having that freedom to just kind of explore. We're pretty experimental when it comes to actually tracking. So yeah, like I said, it opens lots of doors for that kind of stuff.
And even though it's a home recording studio, I've had to listen to both the EP and the album, and it's great production value. It's
Thank you so much.
really, really crisp. In terms of other bands like yourselves, emo is a bit more of a niche these days as a comparison to 10 years ago. I remember that was kind of like my coming of age genre.
Oh, yeah.
What with the availability of having these of having kind of a home recording studios, what does that mean for the emo music community and other kind of more niche music communities?
I think it's only good. We've been playing and we've been discovering a lot of new emo bands in the community. We also have pretty strong roots in pop punk. We're pretty unabashed fans of all those pop punk bands that I grew up listening to, like Sum 41 and Blink-182. Raj a little bit less so, but yeah, we don't hide behind the fact that we're pop punk. So we actually, what's cool is we get to play lots of different kinds of shows. So we get to play with emo bands, pop punk bands, occasionally post-hardcore bands, and we love it all. I think having the ability to do that at home so quickly and so streamlined is only bringing more awesome bands out of the woodwork.
Yeah, absolutely, and it means you also get that outreach to the rest of the world who are like yourselves, finding other emo bands and other punk rock bands. It's so easy to find on things like Bandcamp and Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
For an emo band, I gotta say though, you have a very positive title for your album. So yeah, tell me a little bit more about the album and the themes that kind of run through it.
Yeah, the album, I tend to write when I'm in either like an anxious or depressed mood. So most of our songs tend to be, fairly emotional, as emo implies. So they tend to be pretty sad. The last record that we just put out is called The Things That Bring You Joy. And I did spend a lot of time in the writing process trying to think of okay, I'm sad. I've written about this before. I almost have nothing new to say about it. So while the record is pretty sad, I think there are moments of, joy and me kind of being reflective and, hopefully it comes across as, paying thanks to those who helped me get here.
No, absolutely. And fantastic album artwork as well.
Thank you. Yeah, my boss at work, Dave Mahan, helped us make that. So shout out to Dave. He's one of the best artists in the area.
Yeah, no, it's... it's got kind of a retro kind of 80s, 70s feel to it.
Yeah.
Really like that. Well, I'd love to listen to another song. Would you like to introduce it and then take it away?
Yeah. This next song is on the record we put out a couple months ago. It's called Endless. Am I part of the problem? If I lie and say nothing, am I conscious if I am aware but not stopping? Is there strength in these people? I can't feel it like you can. Am I conscious if I am aware but not stopping?
been running myself in circles with the thought that all of this is endless. I don't wanna go to sleep tonight. This is how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. I've been running myself in circles with the thought that all of this is endless. I don't wanna go to sleep tonight. This is how I'm gonna feel. Don't tell me this was your first choice. You just wanna be famous. Sing your sad songs in old bars. Watch kids scream in a basement. I'll just leave like my dad did. I'll disappear when it's time to. I'll come back when my flock does. They'll all ask me what to do. I've been running myself in circles with the thought that all of this is endless. I don't wanna go to sleep tonight. This is how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. I've been running myself in circles with the thought that all of this is endless. I don't wanna go to sleep tonight. This is how I'm gonna feel tomorrow.
Why, Nona there. You've got a hell of a powerful voice. I can actually hear you coming through all that noise, and the guys listening on the radio, obviously you're fully mic'd in.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's you've got to have quite a set of lungs to kind of get through that din.
Yes.
I mean, emo's not quite as bad as like screamo, but in terms of your vocals, how in general, as kind of a frontman of a punkier band, how does that affect you on like a day-to-day kind of way?
What do you guys say? Like negatively, probably.
Slightly.
I do yell a lot on the record, and I'm not necessarily a classically trained singer, so I'm mostly just kind of belting and going for it. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm doing okay. No long lasting side effects so far or anything. So
That's good. I talked to a few screamo bands, and they told me that all sorts of pre-gig warm-ups and not speaking for 24 hours beforehand, and honey and warm water and all that jazz. But it's a bit more on the more extreme kind of scale of things.
we mostly just like drink a lot before shows. And see how that takes us. Yeah, twisted teas, a lot of twisted tea. Yeah.
Smoke a pack of cigarettes, get nice.
No, we don't approve of that.
That's straight out. Yeah, tell me a little bit about the history of the band. How did you guys all meet, and how did this come together in the first place?
Yeah,
Guitar Center.
Yeah, so Raj and I worked at an unnamed music store. I still work there. He does not. So we met there. We met a lot of musician friends, and I think we took a liking to each other. We all worked there. Yeah, me and Matt work there now. Lucas used to work there, and Raj used to work there. So yeah, we met at the music shop. Figured out we all like the same kind of stupid pop punk and like to be sad and write about that kind of stuff. So yeah, like I said, Matt's a little newer to the band, but him and I have such like identical influences and musical tastes that he took to it like fire. Is that a phrase?
About 80% similar.
Yeah, we have a lot of overlap.
I feel like everyone at that guitar center that you're not naming is in some band or another.
Absolutely.
I believe I've interviewed Zeb before.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
In his former band Dix.
Yep.
So yeah, that center must be a bit of a hub for creating new bands. Is there any other bands you know have kind of come out of there? And
Yeah, so Lucas is in Voices in Vain, and a bunch of those guys worked over there at some point. Wolfhand is a local metal band who again Dave Mahan is in. They're fantastic. Gang of Thieves, I work with one of the guys in that band. They're the greatest. So much great music out of there, which I would have to say because they're all my friends, but all those bands really are like the best bands in the world.
let's work tomorrow. It's going to be really awkward if you badmouth them on the radio.
I actually have tomorrow off, so let's just not talk about this.
And in terms of you had the full album came out last year, an EP just before then. Is that kind of prolific songwriting still going on? Have you guys got some plans to get more records down in the near future?
Yeah, I guess this is considered an announcement, but we are working on a new EP right now. That's actually going to be out super soon is the plan. Like I said, we're writing and recording pretty much all the time. So, more news on that soon. But yeah, we got more stuff planned. Yeah.
Wonderful. We always like a big, heavy exclusive. Is you got a name for it? Is there a theme behind the album? Is there any other tidbits you could release to us right now?
I will say this is the only time I've ever worked on a project where none of the songs are written from my perspective. So they're very much outward instead of like inward, personal, emotional songs. So that's been an interesting writing process for me. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know if these guys know too much about the songs that I've actually been working on. So I guess I'll tell them about it later too.
You might want to prep them, before they get into the recording studio. Yeah. And you do write a lot from like personal kind of a personal basis. As you said, a lot about Twisted Teas and basements and whatnot. Is there any particular standout song that you that when you play it you're specifically kind of proud of or kind of really speaks to anything? Because I mean, it must be kind of almost difficult, kind of bearing your heart and soul out on especially in a live situation.
It can be. We're fortunate though that like we get to play like lots of places that we like to see shows at. So we get to play lots of basements, lots of clubs and bars and stuff. And I think we're pretty decidedly like a screaming in a basement kind of band. So we get to meet like lots of kids and nice people that really respond to it and sing the words back, which is so nice. But yeah, I think the song we've all been connecting with a lot since we put it out as Liquor Stores, which we put out as a single, and that's the last song we're going to play today. That's kind of encapsulates the album, in my opinion.
Oh, really? I looked at a couple of the lyrics actually of that song before coming in tonight, and the part about being nervous in a liquor store really resonated with me. I'm 30 years old, just for the record, so no reason to get nervous in a liquor store anymore, and yet you still.
Here we are. Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah. No, definitely a line that resonated with me. But yeah, and are you the sole songwriter, or do you get other
lyrically
influences come in?
Pretty much the sole songwriter, but these guys bring like lots of musical influences that I don't have into the band. So like Raj and Lucas, like I said, are both metal guys, so they bring in lots of stuff that like I would never even think to do on a record. And like Raj is like a prog guy, so there's lots of like proggy drum beats that are fantastic on the record. So lots of influences musically from these guys. They definitely bring it all together.
Oh, wonderful. Well, unfortunately we are running out of time. Definitely got time for one more song, but before I let you guys kick it off and play us out, please plug away. What are you doing next? Where can we see you, and where can we find you online?
Yeah, we're playing at a Jim's Basement next month, which we're very excited about. Where else are we playing, Lucas?
I think that's it for now.
Yeah,
maybe Monkey House.
Yeah, we have a Monkey House show lined up. Yeah. We never remember the dates, so you can just go to our Facebook. It's all there. We're playing the Greg Fest Festival at Linden, which we're very excited for. And yeah, like I said, new music is coming soon. So yeah, find us on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp. We're pretty legit as far as streaming sources go. So if there's a place, you can find us.
Yeah.
Facebook at Nona Music and Bandcamp
I did have it up, but it's gone. But I'm sure you can find it if you
Yep, that's
Google
a
Bandcamp and
Google away.
Winona. Well, yeah. Last song. I'm
Sweet.
keen to hear it.
Yeah, this is called Liquor Stores. Thanks for having us, guys. Why do I feel nervous in liquor stores and still feel like I'm 16? Have I felt true love? Or am I loving the love just to know how it feels to be needed? If I die now, what the hell do I have to show for myself? Fill me up, let me go, let me sleep out here alone. And if I wake up sober, just let me come home. Live and die every day, then we wake up and repeat. Let me treat the ones who treated me like family, like the garbage in the street. All I do is lie, but to tell you the truth, I'd rather hear that than nothing at this point. Well, I'll die someday, so you're wasting your time getting wasted and acting chosen. I am fractured too, but that doesn't mean that I can't change. Fill me up, let me go, let me sleep out here alone. If I wake up sober, just let me come home. Live and die every day, and wake up and repeat. Let me treat the ones who treated me like family, like the garbage in the street. Remember things as clearly as I do. Last year I drowned in the waters I was wading through. I'm so anxious that I was born to mess up, but my choices somehow led me to you. It's not so hard if you need to come home. I became a friend you lost, but I can't be alone. It's not so hard if you wanna go home. Lost so many friends by now, it's just all I know. Fill me up, let me go, let me sleep out here alone. If I wake up sober, just let me come home. Live and die every day, then we wake up and repeat. Let me treat the ones who treated me like family, with the garbage in the street. Why do I feel nervous in liquor stores? I don't know why. Thank you.
All right. Liquor store by Winona, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Honestly, anytime when the new EP comes out, please let us know, and we'll get you on again.
Thank you.
Next week we've got Ham Job and we've got Adrian Cooper Smith. So very much looking forward to speaking to them. Until then, I've been your host, Tom Proctor. It's been 105.9 The Radiator, The Rocket Shop, and I will catch you next week. Good night.